Okay, now that I've had my moment complaining about insurance, I'm going to actually do something here because when I don't have a job, Shirtless Bro or making art, it effectively is my job. Anyway, so there are obviously some things that need to be spoken of here. I'm going to lead off with the 42 inductees to the OMM that happened yesterday in Quebec City. So congratulations to all of you and thank you for your service. I mean this sincerely and not out of sarcasm, as if I'm trying to scan your ID at the gate. With sarcasm. Anyways, there's going to be a lot of gate guards at air bases as soon as the F-35 comes into service. And so I've been watching it for a period of time, the attitudes and the sense of humor of some Americans to see, okay, what decision has this outcome and so on and so forth, because we learn from the example of other people, and we used to hold the Scandinavians to such a high regard, but they got their own problems too, especially with open borders. And look how much that fucked up their countries. Anyways, I'm gonna name drop Colonel Brown because he is the I think he's the CEO of, I think it's 31 Brigade Group. Yes, yes, that's correct. And so this is his second award. Congratulations, Colonel Brown. And hopefully that trickles down to everyone else within the 31 Brigade Group. And as you can see, I'm doing this as sincerely as possible, even though I am the local crazy person. Okay, so with that being said, you know, there's punishment, there's service of that punishment or that penalty, and then there's extrajudicial punishment. And this is one of the things that I'm trying to demonstrate is the fact that people are not necessarily doing this out of incompetence, but by the fact that they are in a position of power and they are abusing it or manipulating it to give other people benefits that they do not deserve. And when we give benefits to people that are not deserving or do not qualify, then that disallows a person that actually needs it from receiving it, because it's not like the budget it magically changes overnight. The government has to be accountable not only to itself but to Canadians, and that's what we would hope for. I was looking up before I started this, if the members or the officers or commanders of the OMM, the Order of Military Merit, have a behavioral code, and I couldn't find anything that says that they do. But you can have your membership or your duties within the order revoked, as has happened in recently with three different individuals. I'm not going to get into that, but this is the reality of things. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the OMM, it's the exact same. It's as the Order of Canada, which is a organization of people who are supposed to be the very best of us as Canadians. And some of them, I look at them and I'm like, are you just a post turtle? Are you there for decoration? I'm just wondering, like, what have you done? What have you done to deserve such a thing? I'm not saying that I'm worthy of either of these, I would say, high status social groups. But I am doing the work as best as I can, however I can. And that is worthy of commendation and recognition. So I was thinking of all you 42 people who received that shiny new medal. What can I do for you? What can I do for you today? And I was like, what if I do 42 push-ups? I used to be able to do that consistently. I could pound out up to 40. I was doing it every day. Every day I was doing chin-ups, I was doing push-ups, I was doing sit-ups in the morning. I had a morning routine while I was working at Kelowna Flightcraft, or KF Aerospace, which is its name right now. Every day. Okay? It wasn't just a personal commitment. It's because I wanted to emulate the people that for which I admired. Flaws and all. You know, all of in all of their kitsugi glory. Because that's the reality of it, is that we're all fragmented in some way or another. But the way to repair oneself is through dedication to something. Just doing something that doesn't hurt other people, doesn't get in other people's way, and is not malicious. So something wholesome, even. I could say that about what I'm doing with this 100 Days of Swinging, even though it has, a comedic and maybe, I don't know, off-color like tonality or connotation within a colloquialism for trading romantic partners. And then, of course, the 100 Days has to do, if you haven't figured this out, as a lampoon upon the 100 Days of Sodom. Because instead of going around and fucking other people in the ass, I'm doing something for myself, which doesn't involve me going around forcefully forcing myself onto people that don't want anal sex. Anyway, so let's move forward with this. And I know I apologize, that I said these things with the Calf Fitness logo. I know that I just, just trying to separate things, but this is what comes out of my mouth sometimes because I'm pissed off. I'm rightfully pissed off. And you should be too. All right. Enough lip flapping, so let's get down to business here. I'll explicitly state that Calf Fitness, in my mind, is my perception, is about enabling people to do more in their own lives. It doesn't have another ulterior motive or underlying, underlying motivation of some strange political allegiance or whatever. It's just about getting people moving, getting them fit, and getting them to be satisfied with their own lives. are we at? Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. That was 74. Okay. All right. I'll give myself a moment to rest here. Okay. That's 30 seconds. Okay. I haven't done push-ups in weeks, so I'm gonna change the camera. Change it so you can actually see. Just checking if I could see. You know, most people can't even do 10 push-ups, let alone 40. I feel so strained in my chest here, my pecs, because you know I was supplementing the swings in the days previous with some upper body exercises. So I had to stop making excuses and let's see if I can actually do the 40 or not. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 30. Okay, I just gotta get 10 more out. That's it. All right. 1, 2, So we're at 34. Come on, Noel, let's get to 40. So we'll count 35. Okay. 5 more is all I gotta do. 5. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Ugh. 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 Okay. I'm not giving up. I still, okay, we'll have 4 more. 4 more, that's it. Ugh. Oh. Uh. I feel like a potato. Come on. Come on. I'm done. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Well, I hope you appreciated that. Maybe a bit of Schleifenfreunded. But, you know, this is a reminder. There are people out there that are doing the work. And doing the work that is required. Not for glory, not for praise, but because it has to be done. And there are no alternatives. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This has been day 12, 100 days of swinging. May we meet in amicable circumstances.